Hey everyone, it's Kristen. So for Tuesday, we have a picture of the Inhumans. Medusa, Black Bolt, Lockjaw. I mean, who doesn't love a huge teleporting dog? And Maximus. And then on Wednesday, we have a stat card. Yay. Not the best picture of Hawkeye. But I didn't really know who to compare him to. I mean, I feel like he and Black Widow have similar training and that they're both shield agents sort of thing, but I didn't know who to compare him to. So real name, of course, Clint Barton, occupation archer, height 6'3", weight 230 pounds. First appearance Avengers 16, May of 65. And Dazzler is sleeping in her tray as I'm filming this video. So intelligence 2, so normal baseline human intelligence, strength 2, speed 2, durability 2, energy 1, because of course, no energy based powers, skills 4. So, I mean, I don't get me wrong, I like Hawkeye, especially Jeremy Renner playing Hawkeye, but he has the lowest collective stats out of any character we've done so far. So, like I said, I just didn't know who to compare him to. So for Thursday, today, we have Ms. Marvel. You guys know how I feel about her. Just, I love X-Men, and I just feel like they're trying too hard to insert her into X-Men. Like I said, as I've said in other videos, she was an Inhuman, and this was back when Marvel didn't have the rights to X-Men in terms of, film-wise and all that stuff. And so they were trying to make Inhumans like the next mutants, the next X-Men. Well, that didn't work so well. And but then when they got the rights back to X-Men, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, Miss Marvel's actually a mutant. Huh, just kidding. And she's like this mutant Inhuman hybrid person, and then they made her, put her on an X-Men team in NYX. I don't know. I didn't pick up that book. I don't know if it's been canceled or not. I remember hearing that because 4 of the titles from the Ashes lineup were being canceled. I don't remember if that was one of them. Like I said, just not a huge fan of them. Just kind of basically having her. Basically, they're making us try to like her, which I like her as a character. I just don't like the way they're going about it. Like now they have inserted her in like 5 major X-Men events. She's traveled to the past and she's now in the middle of these events, and they're told kind of from her perspective or that sort of thing, which I did not pick those up because I'm like, really, some things should just be left alone. Like, I don't think that they should revisit some stories or, try to get more out of them. I feel like some of the stories should just be just sacred and left alone. So, wasn't a fan, didn't pick those up. Anyway, so for the stamps, the last 4 stamps, Black Knight, which I think he's really cool. I love the tie to Arthurian myth and legend. Cassandra Nova, Puppet Master, but literally every time I see this stamp, I think, why is Cassandra Nova in this stamp series? She wasn't even around back then. Sandman, and then Galactus. And Galactus says, this space reserved for the rarest Marvel stamp of all. Who do you think we were going to feature? Millie the Model? Oh, that's funny. So there's that for you. And then since they're done with those stamps, we have, this is it, True Believers, your Mighty Marvel Value Stamp Book. Series B. Oh, so this is the second series of stamps they did, because the first one is A. Yeah, see? This is the first stamp book they did. And now this is the second one, Series B, which I'm not sure what that means. Let's see. Oh, basically it's giving us a little hint of what it is. Okay, so bet you thought you'd never see it, didn't you? Well, you're wrong. Here it is. The second Marvel Value Stamp book has finally arrived, and boy, is it ever worth the wait. We've gone all out to make this the weirdest, wackiest, and most way out little item you've ever laid your baby blues on. We don't care what color your eyes are. In parentheses, because I'm like, yeah, my eyes aren't blue. They're brown. This time, though, we aren't letting you off as easy as we did in the first stamp book. Which, okay, collecting 100 stamps, meaning 100 different comic books, I don't consider that easy. I don't consider them letting people off easy just collecting 100 stamps. That's 100 different comic books. That's a lot. Let's see. This time, not only do you have to cut the little buggers out of our Mighty Marvel magazines and paste them in this booklet, but you also have to figure out what each group of 10 stamps forms a picture of. We'll tell you this much. Each one of the first 9 groups forms a memorable scene featuring the character talked about on each particular page. And just wait until you see who the last group depicts. It's not Galactus. Now, just what can you do with this little book? Well, after all 100 spaces are filled, take this titanic tome around to any of the star-studded comic book conventions, comic art dealers, or such, which you should have seen mentioned in the most recent Marvel mag, and you'll be able to collect the appropriate discount or a goodie. Keep this around. It's sure to become a valuable collector's item in years to come. Just as the first one already has. That's it for this time, group. Keep your eyes glued to our terrific titles to enjoy the whole set. Enjoy! Okay, so yeah, I guess we'll find out tomorrow what that actually means. And so I kind of, like, for some reason, I don't know why, but I was looking through this book again, the Marvel Vault. It was at Costco years and years ago, and so my parents bought it for me for Christmas. And I was looking through it, and look what I found. Forgive me, this is like awkward because this is ginormous. Look, the stamps from like the stamp series that we just talked about. Isn't that cool? Like, see? Obviously, these are just reproductions of the stamps. But I still thought that was cool that they included this in the Marvel Vault. And so what it says about them is Value Stamps collection, mid-1970s, starting in March 74, each comic book issue contained a Marvel Value Stamp depicting a Marvel hero. If you clipped and collected them all in your special book, you were eligible for small prizes. Only problem is, if you cut them out, you ruined your comics, which is true. But yeah, so that's really cool that they, you know, put this in the Marvel Vault, the stamps. Obviously, they're just reproductions, but still, I still think that's cool that they included it as a part of, you know, Marvel's history. Okay, well, that's it for this video for today. Join me, you know, in today's Thursday, so in a couple days, Sunday, to see what this new stamp series is going to look like. So until next time, bye.